Assalamu alaikum and a very good evening to all of you. Today we would love to discuss about ResNet50, a groundbreaking deep learning model that has significantly advanced the field of image recognition. But before that, we would love to introduce ourselves. I am Adiba binte Alom. My NUB ID is 4122010056 and my mate is Muhammad Ariful Islam Shoaib and his ID is 4122010057. So basically, we have set our agendas regarding ResNet 50. Those are Introduction to ResNet 50, Supervised learning, similarity topics, application, its working principle, last but not the least, pros and cons. Now, I would love to request my mate Shoaib to elaborate our first three segments. Shoaib, you may proceed.
Thank you, Adiba, for giving me the opportunity to speak. ResNet50 is a type of deep learning model that helps in recognizing images. It was created by Microsoft Research in 2015. It's known for being very accurate and efficient. ResNet means residual network, and 50 refers to the 50 layers in the network. As we can see, there are many key features in this slide. Residual blocks. These blocks are special connections that help ResNet 50 learn better. Deep architecture. With 50 layers, it can understand complex patterns in data. Improved training's efficiency. Wide applications like it is used in field like medicine, self-driving cars, and face recognition. ResNet 50 is great because it trains deep networks well and accurately. This makes it very useful in artificial intelligence. Resize the image and feed it into ResNet 50. Early layers find simple things like edges, textures, and colors. Deeper layers find shapes and structures. Final layers identify unique patterns of the object. Compare features with training data and give the class with the highest probability. Show the identified object. ResNet 50 has wide range of applications like image classification. ResNet 50 can put images into different groups. It can tell if an image is of a dog, cat, or car. Object detection. ResNet 50 can find the recognized objects in pictures. In security cameras, it can spot people or cars. Image segmentation. ResNet 50 can split an image into parts. In medical scans, it can highlight different organs or tissues. Transfer learning. ResNet 50 can be trained for one task and then used for another. Example, a model trained to recognize animals can be fine-tuned to identify plants. In the next slide, we can see ResNet 50 uses supervised learning. In supervised learning, the model is trained with label data. Each image in the training set has a label, like dog or cat. ResNet 50 learns to recognize patterns and match the images with the correct labels. This process helps the model accurately classify new images it hasn't seen before. So, ResNet 50 is supervised learning because it learns from labeled images. This method allows ResNet 50 to make precise and reliable predictions. That's all from me. Now I want Adiba to carry on.
Thank you so much, Shoaib. Now I will talk about working principle of ResNet 50. So first we have residual blocks. It is the core building blocks of ResNet 50. Residual blocks utilize skip connections that directly link the input of a block to its output layer. The network learns the difference between the input and output, making it easier to learn identity mappings. Then we have vanishing gradient. Skip connections facilitate the gradient flow through deeper layers, mitigating the vanishing gradient problem and enabling stable training of deeper networks. Lastly, we have complex representation. By learning residual functions, ResNet50 can extract more intricate features from images, allowing for deeper architecture that can learn more complex representations without increasing training difficulty. Then we have another segment of our presentation, that is similarity topics. This slide highlights the key similarities between ResNet50 and three other influential neural network architecture like AlexNet, VGGNet, and Inception. As you can see, all these models utilize multiple layers, with ResNet50 having 50 layers, AlexNet having 8 layers, VGG having 16 to 19 layers, and Inception having 22 layers. They use advanced techniques like residual connection for ResNet50 and Inception modules to achieve high accuracy in Inception. All these models demonstrate exceptional performance in image recognition tasks, although their efficiency and computational requirements vary. Now, let's talk about the pros and cons of ResNet50. First, we have the pros side of ResNet50. We can see ResNet50 is really good at classifying images and handling other tasks accurately. Thanks to residual connection, it trains faster and easier. You can use ResNet50 in many areas like medical imaging, autonomous vehicles, and facial recognition. It's very popular in both academia and the industry, so a lot of people use it. Now, let's visualize the cons side of ResNet50. It's quite complex and can be hard to understand and implement for beginners. It requires a lot of computing power, which can be expensive too. It takes a long time to train. It uses a lot of memory, which can be a problem for some applications as well. That's all for pros and cons. In summary, ResNet50 represents a significant milestone in the field of image recognition. Its exceptional performance have made it a cornerstone of modern computational vision. Thank you all for having the patience to listen our presentation.